I am not allowed by my dog to own any sort of knitted wear, or he inevitably sticks his stinky little claws in it and rips it. I've only worn this twice. I don't know if you could see my thread that's out. Thanks, Hal. He just did that. And then I couldn't like get him off of me because my hand, I don't want to rip my sweater. What am I supposed to do? Oh my god, not my books, please. Lay down, lay down. Lay down.
Oh.
I know, okay. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm here. I'm here with the cough. I'm also here with the books I am hoping to get to in December. So, where did I put that one? Okay, first, let me tell you a little bit about Hella, which is a carryover from November. This is about a colonization of humans on this planet called Hella that is like pretty similar to Earth, but not like similar enough to where there's the same ecology, and like the gravity is a little bit different. The axis tilt obviously is different. Like the turn cycle, the spin cycle, is it a washing machine, is different. It's revolutions. My dog's licking me again. Anyways, what I'm trying to say here is that this is a book about that. A colonization on a different planet. And it's pretty interesting so far. Okay, I'm also hoping to maybe get into the Anne Rile's Crime Files Volume 2. I read Volume 1 last month and it was really good. This one is called You Belong to Me. And I think the big story in this one is about a man named Tim Harris, who is a poster-perfect, all-American Florida state trooper who hid bizarre and fatal fantasies behind his badge. For those of you who read true crime, do you look at the pictures beforehand? Do you wait until like you get to them when you're reading the book, or do you wait until afterwards? I always like don't want to look because I don't want to spoil myself, but sometimes I just look at like the first one to see if maybe I can get a clear picture of what these people look like. I don't know, I think that's interesting to know about people. Next on my list is a book I wanted to read last month. That is The House Next Door by Anne Rivers Siddons. Siddons. I could have looked that up. I did the same thing last month. But this is about a woman who lives in a house, and the house next to her house seems to always have some shit going on, no matter who lives in it, like family scandals or disasters and things like that. And it seems like a good spooky book. I've heard it's good. Also would love to get to When No One Is Watching by Alyssa Cole. This is a newer release thriller. This is about a woman who lives in a neighborhood in New York, I think, in Brooklyn, and everything is being gentrified and her neighbors are disappearing, and it's very strange. I think the thing that got me here is not the dog. I don't know why he can't stay out of my face today. Usually he's so good. It says The Rear Window meets Get Out in this gripping thriller from a critically acclaimed and New York Times notable author, in which the gentrification of a Brooklyn neighborhood takes on a sinister new meaning. Get Out is one of my favorite horror movies. It's so good. And I'm hoping that it's like maybe a little like gaslighty, psychological, thrillery. It seems like it's going to be a good time. The next book I'd like to get to, this is one of my, well, the last of my actually 5-star predictions for 2020. I'm hoping that this is going to knock my socks off. I've heard it's good. This is called The Man from the Train by Bill James and Rachel McCarthy James. It is a father and a daughter working on this book together, which is so much fun. And they think that they've linked these murders across the country that took place in the early 1900s. They think that it might have been the same man who rode the railway and like would get off and fucking murder people and then hop right back on the train and leave like all these unsolved murders in his wake. So I'm very excited about this. I really want to know who they think this is. I want to know what cases they think are linked to him. It's pretty thick, but I think it's gonna be another good time. This one I'm also very excited about. This is Papercuts by Robert Payne Cabeen. This is another one that is like weird ecology in a horror book. This is about two scientists in Antarctica, very much digging the Thing vibes from this, and they are studying the flora and the fauna in this area that has been hit with radiation from a nuclear reactor. So it's like scary radiated animals attacking these people. It sounds like so much fun. This is the first of the 3 wintry horror books I plan on reading this season, I guess. It will go into next year, I guess. It'll be like December, January, February. I usually try to do one a month for those, and I will be around with the videos soon with what I plan on reading and a couple suggestions for cold weather horror, because I love cold weather horror so much, almost as much, maybe equally as much as I love summer horror. Second to last thing, because I do have one that I don't physically have in my hands yet. This is The People in the Attic, a true story of the haunting of Doretta Jones. This is by Doretta Johnson, not Doretta Jones. This is by Doretta Johnson with help from Tim Henderson, and I don't know how you folks out there in YouTube land think about stories like this, but I'm very much a skeptic. I don't think I believe in ghosts. I could get into that and talk about it for a long time, but I won't. I will just say that I don't know what to think about it. I don't think that ghosts are real. But this is a recounting of a haunting that supposedly happened to a woman named Doretta Johnson. Obviously, I don't know much about this. I think that this book might have been featured in Paperbacks from Hell, and that's why I heard about it. I can't remember. I should have looked it up. But I really love these supposedly true accounts. One of my very favorites is The Haunted by Robert Curran. And that's about the Smurl family, which I believe is a pseudonym anyways. I don't think that's their real name, but I love that book so much. It scared the shit out of me when I read it as a child, and I'm hoping that this one will be equally fake spooky. I don't know. I really like movies about hauntings do really freak me out almost as much as aliens, although I do think that aliens are real and they're out there, and I don't think that ghosts are true. Also, like, I get very scared by like possession movies, possession books, even though I don't think that Satan is real, because I don't think that we have deities like that. I really don't think that those exist. And it's okay if you do, I just don't. But those really scare me anyways. I think that has to do with my very religious upbringing. Okay, so anyways, the last book I want to tell you about, this one is called Lost Stars by Claudia Gray. I'm just going to read you the synopsis. This is a Star Wars book that I think is still canon. I don't know. I know that Disney went and like decanonized a lot of stuff, so this maybe is not canon. But I found like a reading list because there's just so many fucking Star Wars books, and like I want to read them. But I don't really want to skip around, and everybody has an opinion on what way you should read them and whether or not you should waste your time on like non-canonized stories. I guess I'm going to possibly, if this one's not considered canon anymore, but that's okay. I'm sorry, I can't breathe out of my nose. So I'm like gaspy because I can't breathe very well. Also my asthma's bad, so like I just can't breathe very good at all. Where is the synopsis for this book? Okay. So this says, the reign of the Galactic Empire has reached the outer rim planet of Jellican. I've never heard that planet before, so don't know if I'm saying that correctly. Where aristocratic Thane Kyrell and rural villager Sienna Ree bond over their love of flying. Enrolling at the Imperial Academy is nothing less than a dream come true for both of them, but Thane sours on the dream when he sees firsthand the horrific tactics the Empire uses to maintain its ironclad rule. Bitter and disillusioned, he joins the fledgling rebellion, putting Sienna in an unbearable position between her loyalty to the Empire and her love for the man she's known since childhood. This sounds super good. And I don't know, I just want to read Star Wars books. I really want to read the Throne books. Those look really good. So anyways, that's all I have to talk about today. That's my video. That's what I'm hoping to get to in December. Hopefully my life is a little less crazy this month than it was last month. Yeah, I mean, that's it. That's all I have to tell you about today. Thanks for watching. Thanks for like staying subscribed to my channel even though I haven't created content in a couple weeks. Thanks. That's all I have to say. Goodbye.